Hello, dynamic stars. How are you? It is Azurite 22 coming to you, as always, to bring your intuition to the fore, to bring you more into your life. And today, I'm just setting up, letting you join in, getting a little sage ash everywhere today. Sorry, I'm a little hoarse. It is springtime and whew, the physical 3D Geb of mine is not happy, but we are at bliss. We are here today to help you answer yes, no, or maybe. We don't really want maybes. We want, of course, yes or no. But just in case you get a maybe, or if you want a little clarification, we're going to add in a little help from our CBT deck, something new I'm trying, our Chakra Wisdom deck, and the Illuminated Earth deck. Okay, not all decks will get, all cards. It's going to go as Spirit says. Not even sure how we're really picking. I have these two things filled with crystals. I'm just going to go with Spirit today. All right. And of course, our fabulous money oil is back because times are different. We've got so many things happening. I've upgraded this lovely thing, a favorite, to make it even more amazing, more powerful. You might even say it's golden. So without further ado, we're going to get into this reading. Let's see. I guess I like this first. This big, beautiful amethyst. So, yeah, we're going to do that. That'll be our pile one. Okay, we'll just set it somewhere. Let me move these out of the way so we can have room for you choosing, right? Yeah, I know what this is.
It's malachite.
It's not turquoise. Forgot what it is. But this will be 2. We're going to choose the angel, clear quartz angel, for 3. We're going to choose this for 4. They usually come in pairs. And I can't find the pair. And that's interesting. Oh, wait. Here it is. Found it. I wonder if he say this is ametrine. So
It's
those
Trolleite.
come in pairs. Keep looking at the star, the Flourite star. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go with the rose quartz for 6. Oh yeah, the spear.
It's an arrowhead.
7. And saw some Labradorite over here. There it is. Labradorite for 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should we do one more, everybody? Just one more? All right. Oh, yeah. Let's do the mother of pearl. Yeah? Pile 1, amethyst. Pile 2, whatever this is, I forgot.
It's malachite.
I know it's not turquoise. It's the other green one. Pile 3, angel. Pile 4, I believe the pair of ametrine.
Trolleite.
Pile 5, Flourite star. Pile 6, gonna be the rose quartz. Pile 7, the point.
Arrowhead.
Pile 8, Labradorite. See that flash? Pile 9. We've got that. All right. So again, this is yes, no, or maybe. Whatever it is that your question is, that is for you to know. I'm just going to give you a little further guidance with 1, 2, or 3 of these decks here. And yeah, we're going to go like that. So let us get ourselves together here. Have a little room. There are actually 10 piles right here. I added the Shiva Lingham, which is in between the angel and the Trolleite. Just know that for later on. Spirits work with us, give us some heads up. So if I get intuitive messages as I am reading, I'll throw that in. Feel free to disregard it because you're here just for yes or no. Timestamps will be below so that you can go straight to your pile and ignore my mental mind clearing out, as I call in spirit. Alrighty. Oh, I'm going to do a little Palo Santo. There we go. May God, Spirit, allow me to be a clear vessel to bring forth the messages for all who are listening today for piles 1 through 9. Actually, 10. Okay, for those who chose pile 1, the Amethyst, let us find out if this is a yes or no for you. Please start thinking of your question. Pile 1, Amethyst. Yes, no, or maybe. Please think of your question. And here we go. Doesn't matter. This, we're not really reading for anything. We're just going for the yes or no. Think of your question. And you have a maybe. And this maybe, your situation is very much likely to change. Maybe you need to rephrase your question. Not reading at all these cards, not going to do it. We're focused on what we said we were going to do. I'm going to pull this for you for your card. And it says, getting good. Behavioral activation emphasizes the importance of doing activities that give you a sense of mastery, pleasure, and meaning in order to beat the blues. Mastery involves getting good at doing something or accomplishing something you can feel good about. List one skill that you would like to work at developing. Every morning, make a small to-do list of what you'd like to accomplish that day. Can you see that? So whatever your question is, it is a maybe, but you have getting good. So Spirit is already telling you something right there. Fifth throat chakra. I communicate openly and honestly to express my thoughts and feelings clearly. I share my inner knowledge freely with integrity and without fear. My aim is to be fully understood by others. I am open to giving and receiving praise, and I will be careful not to talk excessively and make it all about me. I create space in my conversations for others to communicate with me. I inquire about others' thoughts and feelings, as listening to their truth can be uplifting. Okay. If you notice, just looking at it, there are a lot of blues here. So your throat chakra is definitely something that you have to focus on, because maybe you have been pausing, not speaking, or just avoiding action. And that's not great. Deluge. Again, more blues. So what feelings and thoughts are overwhelming you in this situation? Because you did get a maybe. So things can change, will change when you change. So that is, if the tears need to come, let the tears come, let them flow, because you are releasing pent up past energies, emotions that no longer serve, that are damming you up, closing you off from new opportunities that are trying to come to you. So without releasing the tears, releasing that
past life
inner pent up
experiences
emotion,
as well.
because I'm also getting the sense of just before rain, the skies are very dark and cloudy, because there's rain coming, but up here. So you might not be in a moment yet to cry. Allow yourself to feel and go through the emotions, because in order to get through to the other side, you've got to go through and feel the feels. You will not die. Things will not fall apart. You are okay. You are allowing yourself to go through and not enjoy, but participate fully in what is happening in the process. And you must allow yourself grace to do that. All right, so that is yours, pile 1. For those of you who chose pile 2, think of your question. We're going to find out if yours is a yes or a no. Keep going with that question. Is it a yes or is it a no? You got that question fully in mind? Alrighty, here we go. Keep that question in mind. Those of you who chose pile 2. Yours is a maybe. I'm gonna pull, I wanna go here first. Maybe it could change, or you might need to rephrase your question. First chakra, base chakra, root chakra, patience. I observe in nature, as I observe in nature, growth takes time. This is a time for reflection, persistence, and surrender as things unfold at their own pace. I remain calm and tolerant during my challenging times. I develop quiet hope and expectations based on trust, both in myself and in higher power. So clearly, right now, whatever is happening, you're waiting for an answer. That's why it's maybe. And the only thing that you can do is really focus on you, focus on feeling more grounded, more stable, more anchored into who you are, your life, the things that you're working on. Because if you focus on the outside, it's not going to serve you in whatever this is at this time. I don't even feel like pulling any other cards, because right now, the real deal is you. What have you done to help yourself be happy with yourself, be happy with in all of the things that you know that you're supposed to be doing? Because I get a sense with you that you do have a plan, you do have something that you want, a pathway, but you're putting it on hold for fill in the blank with whatever the situation is. I'll pull an illuminated earth card for you. And several came out. We've got wisdom on top of combustion, but combustion is in reverse. So instead of blowing up, reflect, go within, shine that light within you so that you can gain the wisdom for what needs to go, what needs to happen moving forward. See, English, my brain is working backwards here. Spirit is speaking very strongly. So that is yours. Yours is a maybe, but maybe because you're working on things. So maybe is not really, not yes, not no. It's, do you know what you want and who you are and what you're about? That's really why it's maybe. Okay. So that is for you, pile 2. And this is killing me. I know what that crystal is. Oh my gosh. Because that's important. Malachite. Of course. Why didn't I remember malachite? All right. Okay. Malachite helps with absorbing negative energy, guarding against pollution, energetic and physical, protecting against accidents, relieving fears associated with travel. Malachite is believed to offer protection during air travel. Carry a small piece in carry-on handbag or even in your pocket when you fly. So it's also for the heart chakra. And like I said, it absorbs. If this is important to you, origin is in Congo, Middle East, Russia, and Zambia. Why do I want to say Namibia? I don't know why, but maybe that means something for you. Okay, I just had to do that because it was killing me. And this goes along with the root chakra. You have absorbed so much into yourself of other people that it's obstructing who you actually are. You can't see yourself because you've got too much of other, which is why you need to ground to get rid of others' energies so that you can be who you're supposed to be. There it is. Okay. Okay. For those of you who chose pile 3, the clear crystal quartz angel. Focus on your question. Focus on your question. All right. Focus on your question. Yours is yes. And of course, I want the one right on top. Burn the bridge. Whether you are tempted to blow your diet, use drugs, or fire off a nasty text message, bridge burning can stop you from acting on urges that don't serve you well. For instance, if you're tempted to spend money when you get upset, you can burn your bridge to bankruptcy by giving your credit card to a trusted family member or friend to use when you notice yourself becoming upset. Identify a problem behavior that often tempts you and come up with 3 ways to interrupt the moment between urge and action. So your answer is yes to whatever your question is. If this doesn't relate to your situation, please ignore. Third eye chakra, mindfulness. I am aware of my thoughts and ask myself, are they uplifting and are they true? I do this because I know that my thoughts significantly affect my mental, emotional, and physical health, and because I know that my body believes everything that I believe. I am not in control of all situations that come my way, nor am I in control of what others do and say. However, I do have free will as to how to respond. I choose to respond to all situations from an enlightened position rather than just reacting. Okay, so automatically, whatever your question is that you got a yes to, be mindful of doing things that will burn your bridge in this situation. And also just keep that third eye open and aware so that you are being proactive and focusing on the things that you need in this situation so that you're not sabotaging yourself for whatever reasons. Because a lot of times things might frighten us. They're so big, they're so grand, they're so wonderful, they're so unbelievable to us that we actually have this, that we might do that inner, damage thing. So make sure that you, before this situation really gets going, you put things in place. Either you talk to friends or you just write out what it is that you really want. Give yourself a roadmap to success in the situation, things that you promise you won't do anymore, things that you will do, whatever it is in your situation. Write down your game plan and put it someplace where you will remember that it's there, so you can refer to it often to keep you on the track. Because you got yes, but there are things that could hinder you from being successful on that path. All right. Just want to mention my money oil. If you want to go and get some, it's on my website in the link below. That might help you with what it is you're working on. All right, we're going to go on to the next one. Oh, and there's an angel here for you, of course, right? The angel is watching over you and helping you to be mindful of those things that could take you off your path, because you can easily be taken off your path, and you probably already know that. All right, thank you. Bye-bye. For those who chose number 4, the Shiva Lingham. Isn't it beautiful? So, what is your question? Get your question going. You can see I've used these cards quite a lot, right? Yes, no, maybe. Let's go. Got your question in mind? All right, here we go. Your answer is no. I'm going to go straight to the illuminated deck. Retreat. So you got no and you got retreat. Look at that image. It is like the planet from outer space. And then there is literally a retreat happening, like a swarm leaving. So, don't know what your question is. I mean, it's like a mass exodus. Whatever it is, it's a mass exodus, and you just need to go with the flow on this one, because this one is out of your hands, out of your control, and it is best for you to exfiltrate with maximum expediency. I keep looking at this crystal. This crystal is one for the heart. So maybe your heart is really broken about this situation, whether it be work, whether it be a career, maybe it's a relationship, a friendship, a situation that has been near and dear to your heart. You have to work on healing your heart from the pain of this. Yes, you got to get through this situation right now, but once it is settled and you're in a place of safety and comfort, you've got to heal yourself. I don't know, maybe there's something about this happening near your birthday or around your birthday or coming up in the past. It has to do something with around your birthday. Make new plans. Find another thing to do. There are billions of things to do in life. This is just one of the things. Try to find something else. Blessed are the flexible, for they shall not be bent out of shape. You can't make this stuff up, folks. Life throws everyone curveballs at some point along the way. One of the key qualities in people who overcome those obstacles is the ability to adapt. Describe one situation where you had something unexpected thrown at you and you had to adjust on the fly. How did you deal with it? Something from your past, because this is not your first rodeo at life throwing challenges at you. Do you have a current life situation that you need to approach in a more flexible manner? That's what we were just talking about. All right. that is the message. I'm not going to belabor the point. It is very clear. It came up, and yeah, it is a no right now for you, pile 4. Thank you, and see you in the next video. Now, I know I should know what this stone is. I bought this stone because it was so nice. It's supposed to be so calming and relaxing. And I bought them in a pair. I don't know why, but they look great together as a pair. For those of you who chose 5, these are your crystals. So I don't know what your question is, but if it has something to do with pairs, of course, this reading is for you. Think of your question. We're going to go and see if it's yes or no or maybe. Really have used these cards quite a lot. Probably need a new deck. I love this deck. Lingham is one of my favorites. Think of your question. Yours is a maybe. Your situation could change, or maybe you need to rephrase your question, but I picked this up, so let's go with this. You have a right to remain silent when asked a question. Many people feel put on the spot to give an answer immediately. Most of the time, it is perfectly acceptable to say, I need to think about that. When can I get back to you? Taking your time and giving a thoughtful response always produces a better outcome than feeling pressured into saying something you will later regret. What is one area of your life that you feel pressured to give an immediate response, where you could benefit from remaining silent in that moment? Or asking them if you could sleep on it, if you can, get back to them in XYZ days. You know what I mean? Because whatever this situation is that you asked about, you got a maybe. It's a weighty situation. It feels like something that will change, a significant aspect of your life in some way, whether it is relationship, family, job, career, a choice between this or that thing that will literally take you away from everything that you know or do. This feels very, very weighty. Do not make this decision lightly. If this is a career making decision, take your time, do some research, talk to people who are in the know about whatever your situation is. The internet is full of people who want to talk about themselves and share about themselves, their life, what they're doing, this area they're involved in. So very vicariously, you can get information about whatever it is that you are asking about. You don't have to make a decision with just what you have in your mind. It's not enough. You need more input. And it says productivity, but we did get this in reverse. Look at this beehive. Look at all of this activity happening and the honey coming out. But yours was like this. You're not being productive right now because your mind is going in circles, because you're not getting clarity and insight, specific customized insight for the thing you're asking about. Go and get that info. If you need some help from someone to help you guide and shape your thinking right now, you do that. And of course, what do I see sticking out here? Abundance. You will gain abundance by taking the time you need. So even though right now it's a maybe, abundance in time, in opportunities, in whatever it is you asked about. Time is abundance. Ask for more time. That was the very first thing that was said to you. Remain silent. Pause. All right. That is your reading. Because you did get abundance and twos. It takes 2 of you maybe, or there's another aspect of the situation that you are completely not looking at. Go find out what that aspect is. Or if it's right there, you hit your head and go, oh my goodness, That's what this is, because this situation is a duality type of situation where it's almost like a yin and yang kind of a thing. You can't have one without the other. So maybe you're looking for this perfectly wonderful, idyllic, harmonious thing, but the situation inherently has an aspect that you just don't like. But it seems this is part and parcel of what the situation is. It's like you can't have the situation without that other thing that's not so great. That's life. And that's why you need to think about it and see if maybe there are other situations, there are other things that might work. A lot of thought needs to go into this before you make a final decision, because the decision that you make is going to really shift you. I almost want to say forever, but it's going to shift you for the near future. Okay. I guess since we're talking about abundance, we should definitely talk about our money oil. You can go check it out on my website. You can use this on yourself, on any aspects, any items that you're going to use in this situation. You can put it on crystals to help you bring and manifest the things that you're looking to do. Okay. And I'll have my link below to my website so you can grab some. Wishing you all the best of luck, and see you in the next video. Bye. For those of you who chose pile 6, which is the Flourite star, it's amazing. I love it. Let's find out if your question is a yes or a no, or maybe a maybe. Think of your question. Get it settled in your mind. Get that question going. Keep thinking about your question. Yours is a maybe. So your situation could change, or you may need to rephrase your question. I want to go here. Give you some feedback. First chakra, base chakra, root chakra, independence. I know what my needs are, and I actively pursue them, knowing that I will be guided and provided for when I put in the effort. I open myself to all possibilities and participate fully in life. I use my imagination and my vision to initiate what I wish for, and I pursue it. I am not waiting to be rescued. I am not a victim. I am strong. That is a lie. You got a maybe. The first thing that pops up for your pile, you got a maybe, is independence. And then there's another card here that says 6th chakra, 3rd eye chakra, inner knowing. I trust my inner knowing, and I am at peace with myself. I create more moments of stillness and silence, and I listen for the truth. I am open to connecting with and listening to my gut and my heart's feeling, and I don't override them with my mind's logic. I practice meditation, prayer, and contemplation. So I don't even think we need to do any other card pulls for you. It is very clear, pile 6, that, and 6, that's really interesting. 6 is Heru in the Kemetic tradition, pantheon. His number is 6, and he is the king. He is the one that is in charge. He is the one that has to decide and guide his people, his kingdom, the government, whatever it is that you are presiding over. You have to do it independently. You must stand on your own 2 feet, and you also must go within. You have to embrace the side of you that is asking for deep inner reflection. You're being asked to possibly even find some sort of spiritual practice to follow or go back to. because you're losing sight of what's truly important and focusing on maybe, 3D finances, money, looking a certain way, what society expects of you. But what does all that is, that thing that is outside of yourself? What does that part, that thing, that entity want from you? Do you remember the dreams, the thoughts that you had when you were young, 10, 5? What were those things? What was deep within your soul? Because it seems you have lost touch with that. And being independent of thought means divorcing yourself of the things that people expect from you. The social pressures that you have to divorce yourself from and become independent, an independent thinker. And solidifying your root chakra, going back to the basics, is what I get for you. All right. Flourite has a little bit of that purple in there for that third eye chakra as well. And that is something you have to focus on. Seeing clearly, gaining insight to bring more into your life, like we always talk about on this channel. And the more is very, very exciting for you, because the more is something that has been inside of you that you are trying to ignore. All right, that's what I get for you. Enjoy. And what is this? A star. Go ahead and be that star. So it's a maybe, because there are things you have to do that you may not think you're ready for, but clearly this reading is saying you are. All right. See you in your next pile. Bye. Okay, for those of you who chose 7, got lost in how many there were. I'm doing a lot of them today. All right, what is your question? Yes? No? Maybe? Think of your question. Think of your question. Your question is, your answer is a no. It's a no. But the things that you are afraid of, the things that you think will harm you, is also far away and cannot get to you, if that makes any sense for what you've asked. And stillness is in reverse. So yeah, it feels like whatever this situation is, it has an element of violence. It has an element of danger. You feel like you are not safe. And whatever this situation is, please do go and find help. If you have to go to the authorities, there are lots of nonprofit organizations that can help you. You can start by calling. If you just need to talk to somebody, you can call 211. It is a national hotline. Yes, it's normally known for those who no longer want to be here, but it is a 24/7 manned line for people who are having difficulty with what is going on with them in their lives right now. So this is important. Really what I'm hearing from this is you are really in an uproar and you're not able to really clearly get through what's happening. So you need someone to talk it through, so that you can gain clarity and safety and be somewhere where you can't be found right now. Let's see here. Let's find another card. Second chakra, sacral chakra, sensuality. I encourage myself to express my sensuality and emotions creatively using all my faculties, including touch, voice, actions, and creative abilities such as art, craft, music, acting, cooking, gardening, and writing. I practice being more aware of and enjoying my senses, being nourished and stimulated by the natural world, such as landscapes, people, weather, animals, aromas, and sounds. So if you can't get to anybody, don't want to talk to anybody, go ahead and try to be at peace. Go out into nature and ground yourself. Start visualizing, putting your hands, 2 inches above, below your belly button. That's the sacral chakra, and really hold that area while you're in the sunlight, and really visualize the peace and the stability and the comfort that you are seeking in life. And this one is third eye chakra, wisdom and discernment. Yes, this is what you need right now. By doing this practice in the sun, maybe with your back against a tree, you're going to be able to gain calmness and stillness within, so that you can gain clarity and good insight into what's happening in your life. I am open to understanding the spiritual truths behind the situations occurring in my life right now. I offer myself wisdom to assist others along their path. I guess that's later on, after you get yourself out of this challenge. I trust in a higher source to guide me and to help others who ask for my guidance. I practice discernment and listen deeply within for the truth. I choose to respond to, rather than just reacting to situations, acting with clarity, courage, and conviction. And if this is not you that's having this problem, if it's somebody that is around you, you did get a no on this situation. So maybe you can't help them. Maybe you are not the one who is supposed to be their ground rock, because this may take you off of your path. So whatever this situation is, you do need to step back and gain clarity and wisdom and bring your peace back. All right. And this is the rose quartz. So it may be somebody that you love deeply and desperately, but right now this is not in your best interest to help them, because it might destabilize you. Hello there. If you chose pile 8 with the arrowhead, I think I was calling it spearhead, but it's an arrowhead. Literally dug this out of the ground at Herkimer Diamond Mines. I would love to say I know the origins, but I don't. But it is amazing and beautiful. So, think of your question. For those of you who chose pile 8, the arrowhead, we're going to go and find out if you have yes or no. Oops. Looks like your answer doesn't really want to come into the light. One more time. Keep thinking of your question. For those of you who chose pile 8, the arrowhead. That one. And you have maybe. Again, that whole piece about not coming out into the light, keeping things in the dark. Resistance. And that's exactly what we got in its upright position. So, resistance to what? It's a maybe, because this thing is in the way. You see how that is blocking it? There is passage and it's blocked. And what is this? Energy. There's energy here, but it's all the way down at the bottom. It's not even going up into the space that's there. And that I'm seeing as freedom above the fray, above all of the things that are down there that are bothering you. What is keeping you from getting up above the situation, right? Yes, you can say it's resistance, or you can say that there are challenges and problems that you're not quite sure how to handle at this time. And that could be the resistance. The resistance is not knowing what exactly to do. What's the proper thing to do? Just felt like lighting that. Fifth chakra, throat chakra, willpower and determination. I set clear boundaries for my own behavior, and I cultivate a strong will by being true to myself. See that? I use my willpower to accomplish my daily tasks and spiritual goals, and to encourage uplifting thoughts and behaviors in myself. Doing this will assist me on the next stage of my physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual growth. I stay in touch with my positive thoughts and truth by avoiding substance abuse. My will is strong and my mind is clear. That definitely speaks to there being this energy to do something, this potential, this emotion, if you will, but it's not going up in there. And I know that I wasn't really looking at the cards, but it's these two cards, because I didn't really want to deal with what's here. I wanted to go and utilize the other decks. But in this instance, there is a mountain there. You see that? Here is an obstacle. So a mountain can be considered an obstacle. That is definitely an obstacle. We're getting the same story here. So you have a maybe, because this obstacle, which is probably there for your spiritual growth and development, for your personal growth and development, for the growth of the relationship, for the growth in your career, for the growth in fill in the blank. For that to happen, you have to rise above this thing that's obstructing you. And that's why you have a maybe. I feel like I want to pull another card for you, but this is very straightforward. Once you figure out how to rise above, you will then get a yes. Let's pull one more of these. Let's give you some more insight. Oh, right there. Decay. I flipped it this way. It was going to come out this way if I just turned it over. So you have decay in reverse. And you see all of that stuff, right? That definitely looks like decay. But you would have gotten it in reverse if I hadn't done a fancy way of flipping. The only way you can have growth or movement and development is to get again above this resistance. So this is already telling you that you can shift this maybe into a yes, but it depends on you, because I feel like you want a yes, but they're just things. There's something that you were supposed to do for quite some time. You know what it's supposed to be, and you just haven't done it for this, that, or the other reason. Fear, of course, is one of the major things. The unknown, the unknowable, And the idea that life can change and you don't know what that change is going to do. So that uncertainty about, 4 months from now, 4 years from now. All of these things are impeding you from rising above this situation. Can you get more information? Is it something that you can get more information about? It feels like this is not one of those situations where you can just look up online and find out what other people did. This looks like this is a life situation that there is no right or wrong. It just is. That ultimately goes back to your spiritual development, meaning what is it that you actually want? Who are you at the base of everything? What are your values? What are your priorities? That's really key. What are your values and priorities? Because that's actually going to say whether this is something you actually really want. And without having those things very clear in your mind, it's going to stay a maybe because you're keeping it a maybe. All right. All right, I'll pull one of these, see what we can get here. And of course, we pull relationship remedies. And it goes, people need people. The reality is that some people need others in their life more so than other people do. But we all need people to some degree to meet different needs that we have. What are some reasons you need people in your life? What needs do you have that they meet? What needs do you meet for others? Who are some of the most important people in your life? Right there. So those are some of the things that Spirit is bringing to your attention. Goes back to what we were saying, that you need to know your priorities. And this is very, very specifically saying it. Do you need this person in your life? Do you want this person in your life? Are you willing to compromise? Or if it's not a person, a situation, because do you need that job in your life? Do you need that, hobby? Do you need that project? Whatever it is, do you need that degree? You have to decide, and only you. Okay? All right, so that is it for those who chose the Arrowhead. Oh yeah, cut to get to the heart of the situation. And then you will know what's really happening, all right? And if you can't just objectively cut the things, the fat out of the way, the chaff out of the way, you're not going to be able to see what you need to see. It takes some critical analysis of yourself and what truly makes you tick. All right, I hope this has been helpful. And I'll see you in the next reading. This is for those who chose the Labradorite. The Labradorite with its beautiful flashes. Isn't that really nice? Gorgeous, right? I'm just going to read really quickly Labradorite. For those of you who chose pile 9, because I always find, some of these crystals, I believe, really are speaking to some of these piles. Labradorite, we'll go over there. Labradorite. It brings out magical qualities, reduces negativity, tempering negative aspects of the personality, detoxification of addictive substances, tempering impulsivity and recklessness, connection to higher realms, aiding in intuition, and dispelling illusion. All right, That's just the first message about the crystal and what it does, what you chose. What is your question? Get your question in your mind. Let us ask yes, no, maybe. Those two. You have a yes. And I know you are jumping for joy. Jump, 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 jump. Let's pull from this. Meaning making. Viktor Frankl, neurologist and Holocaust survivor, once said, "Those who have a why to live can bear with almost any how. Finding our purpose in life and living according to our values can be a powerful mood enhancer that helps us find contentment in times of great difficulty." What do you believe is the meaning of your life? List 3 specific things you can do to live your life consistent with that meaning. So, again, it's fascinating to me. Even though I wasn't reading the other cards, these cards for anything on them, it is fascinating to me that you have the sun and the moon, Alpha and the Omega. You have 2 sides of the same coin. Then you've got meaning making. I get very strongly a sense of completion, that you have reached the culmination of whatever it is that you asked about. Yes, you have a yes, but really pay attention and look at the situation and ensure that there is meaning for you, meaning for the situation. Check what the purpose of what it is that you're doing so that you stay on track. Okay? Don't think you need anything else, but we'll pull this. You got 2. 3rd chakra, solar plexus, self-confidence. I trust myself fully. I will not allow fear or doubt to hold me back from doing what I am here to do. I have confidence, belief, and conviction in my abilities and goals. I welcome questioning by others, as this gives me a chance to clarify my truth, ideas, and philosophies. I trust in a higher power, and I am open to new challenges. And you also got solar plexus, inner harmony. I trust my innate wisdom and respond accordingly. I do not allow my mind to create doubt or to override my strong gut feelings. I accept and express my feelings while accepting the feelings of others. I am at peace with myself and those around me, and I do not harbor unrealistic expectations of myself or of others. I release the need to control others. My personal power is free from ego and from any desire to manipulate or exploit situations or people. The foundation of all my thoughts and actions is trust in myself. So this reading is simply confirmation for you and just giving you added clarity and asking you to continue following your inner knowing, the spirits, the guides, the guardians who are watching over you, the gods, the goddesses, because you are hearing absolutely correctly. You are on point. All right. And you, that's right. Solar plexus, sun. You got that twice. So you got it 3 times here. The sun is here represented. The sun also means a time of great clarity, great abundance. So we're just going to throw that in there for you. And the Labradorite, remember, helps you to get in touch with higher realms, as well as reduce any kind of doubt, negativity, problems in anything. Even though you don't seem to have any, Labradorite is a great thing to hold on to and keep with you. So your reading is very, very straightforward. Hope you enjoyed this reading, and see you in the next video. Bye. All right, for those who chose the Poil, the mother of pearl. Oh, there you go. It's a little better, right? So pretty, right? A lot of light on there. Can't see it, but it's really pretty. There you go. You can see some of the flash. All right, so I want you to think of your question. What is your question? Get it good and straight in your mind. And remember to find out yes, no, maybe. Yes, no, maybe. What is it? What is your question? Got it? Is it there? All right, I'm going to pull now. You've got to know. And there's a ring on your picture. I don't know, these last few I've been seeing the images, so I don't know. And then that broom sweeping things away. And this broom is not sweeping towards the ring, it's sweeping away from the ring. So don't know if this is about a relationship. Clearly, the very first thing is if it's a relationship and if the ring is going to be pulled out. Right now, no, the ring is not going to be pulled out. And, you know, if that is literally your question, that you're wondering if, you know, you're going to be proposed to, no, and it might be a while, because with this situation here, that's sweeping that way and the ring is here. So I don't know what you want or what you expected, but that's what it seems like. If it's not about a relationship, what is the prize that you're seeking? Whatever that prize is that you want, that goal that you want, things are being swept the other way right now. So it's a no for this project. It's not showing what else could be happening. So I'm going to go over here, and I feel like one of those. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. What is one behavior you found yourself doing repeatedly even though it's not effective? How can you break the pattern and engage in more effective behavior? So whatever this thing is, it is something that you do frequently and you're always expecting an answer that's different from what you've gotten. So this may not even be unusual to you. You might be like, of course, why would it be any different? Because now it's time to make a different choice, map out a different course. I don't know if you should go in the opposite direction, but you should go in a definitely different direction. Your dreams, it's in reverse here. See? Dreams, you can see that? But it came out like that. So, I don't know, is it a book? Is it some creative project that you've been trying and trying and trying for years and it didn't come to fruition? Maybe there's something else that you have to do beforehand. It's not a book? Fine. Is it some sort of project you're working on? Is it you're trying to have a baby? Is it you're trying to, get this music up and out, this video, whatever your project is? It feels like it's in a creative endeavor, because whenever we hear dreams are usually the things that we hold near and dear to our hearts. If it's some sort of career opportunity, right this second, it is not coming out because you've been hitting it the same exact way. What's another way? Get creative and find a new way to handle it. Shake things up, think outside the box, flip it upside down and see if it makes sense, or if you can make it make sense and find a new pattern in there. Because you're not going to get ahead doing it the way you've always done it. That one right there. Throat chakra, creative expression. If we didn't think it was a creativity, it is creativity. I am committed to sharing and revealing my thoughts and feelings by being creative in my communication style and using expressive language. I express myself through talking, singing, sighing, laughing, and crying, and through using my creative talent. It's right there. I consciously use my senses to experience my world more fully. I see, hear, smell, and feel more, and I become more aware of my surroundings, such as the weather, aromas, people, nature, sounds, and sights. I would say for you, sure, go out in nature, reacquaint yourself with things, but for me, what I'm feeling for you is there's a very particular environment that you enjoy going into that really like gives you an energetic, creative boost. Whether that be like in an aquarium or a forest on like a, cloudy day where things are slightly brooding, there's a bit of a chill in the air so that you can walk and think without having to, really get overheated or anything like that. It just feels like you have a cool, not bright but darkened kind of a place that you like to go to. Is that the inside of your mind, your inner temple? Could you need to go into a meditative state? Maybe you want to do some yoga or some Tai Chi or some other flowy, smooth kind of meditative, I almost want to say dance. Maybe you do something where you dance slowly. Maybe you're doing the yoga flow,
Vinyasa yoga.
so that you are actually going in rhythm and going within at a particular pace. All of these types of things will help you to understand where you need to change things up. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. Oh yes, because you have the pearl, how do these things form? These things form because the darn clam oyster is irritated and it puts nacre layer after layer after layer to create these beautiful things. But these things were created because of something that was bothering, the host. What's bothering you? You have to put your beautiful creative layers over this thing so that you can create a work of beauty, okay? And turn this no into a yes. All right, again, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye.